So now we're going to start the part of the workshop where we're going to go through the low intensity exercises for people with rheumatoid arthritis, and we're going to go through the exercises individually. The first one is called mini squats, and you're going to stand facing a chair, holding on for balance or support with your feet about hip distance apart, and we're going to do little mini squats where you bend your knees but keep your feet flat on the floor. So we go down and up, and that's 1 and 2. And it's important when we're doing this to do it slowly and to keep your back nice and straight. I think that's 5, and that's 6. And if possible, try not to let your knees go in front of your toes. So don't go too deep with this one. I think that's 7, that's 8, and nice and slowly, standing tall, holding on to the chair for support if you need it. I think that's 10, and that's 11, and one last one. We'll make 12 repetitions. The second exercise we're going to do is quite easy, and it's going up and down on your toes. So again, holding onto the back of a chair for support or balance, rise as high as you can up onto your toes and back down. And again, your feet are about hip distance apart, and you're keeping your knees straight, and you're going as high as you can, and try not to come so far forward. Think of going up towards the ceiling instead. I think that's about 5. We're going to do 12 repetitions. 6, nice and slowly, standing tall, hanging on for just for balance, both feet. And it is better to do these exercises with shoes on. Try not to do them in bare feet or sock feet. I think that's about 8, 9, 10. Remember to stand tall. Go as high as you can. I think that's about 11. And one last one, we'll make 12 repetitions. Good. The third exercise, you're going to stand beside a chair and let the outside leg stretch out to the side. And the big thing to remember with this is you have to stand tall. So we'll lift that outside leg out to the side and back. Try not to lean over. Try to stand tall. And don't try to force the leg any higher than you can. That's 4. And you're using that chair for support. And you're trying not to lean over. I think that's about 7 or 8. 9. We're doing 12 repetitions of everything today. If you find yourself getting tired, you can stop a little sooner if you're tired. I think that's 10. Stand tall. One of the things you can do at home to make this safer, or to make sure you're standing straight, you can do it in front of a mirror and watch that you're not bending sideways. Once you've done 12, I think that's 12, you can switch and do the other leg. The fourth exercise we're going to do are called step-ups. And for this one you need a small stool, or you can stand at the bottom of the staircase, and you'll need something to hang on to, either a chair or the railing on the stairs. This is a hard one, so don't be afraid to skip it if it hurts your knees. So you're going to face the stool or face the stair, and you're going to step up with your right foot, and then you're going to step down with your right foot. Step up with the left foot, and down with your left foot. And again, we'll repeat, up with the right, and down with the right. Up with the left, and down with the left. Up with the right, down with the right. Up with the left, and down with the left. And you're using that chair for support. Up with the right, down with the right, up with the left, and down with the left. And we're going to repeat until we've done this 12 times. Up with the right, down with the right, up with the left, down with the left. Using that chair for support and making sure you're trying to stand as tall as you can. Up with the left, down with the left, and one more. Up with the right, down with the right, and up with the left, and down with the left. And I hope that's 12. Now we're going to do the 3 arm exercises, and these can either be done standing or sitting. The first one is quite easy, and it's called shrugs. And you simply shrug your shoulders up towards your ears slowly and let them go down slowly. The important one with this is to not let your chin poke forward and to make sure you're either sitting tall or standing tall. If you want, you can do this in front of a mirror to make sure that you're getting your shoulders up equally high and to make sure you're not tilting your head one way or the other. Keep going. The main thing is to keep looking forward and keep sitting or standing tall. And again, we're going to do 12 repetitions slowly of this one. I think we must be at about 7 or 8 now. So that's 9. And again, think tall, nice and high with your shoulders, and think nice straight tall neck. I think that's 11, and we'll do one more to make 12 repetitions. Okay, the second one are called shoulder raises, and we're going to start with our hands next to our ears. If you're feeling strong, you can use little weights in your hands, and if you're not, you can do it without weights. Should I get you some weights?
Sure.
Are you feeling strong? So you can either use small weights, or you can use water bottles, or you can do this one with no weights at all. And you're going to start with the weights or your hands next to your ears, and you're going to reach them up towards the ceiling and lower them back down slowly. And again, you have to think tall. You don't want to move your neck with this one. You don't want to be lean sideways. And stretch as far up in the air as you can. And we're going to do 12 slow repetitions. And Barb can be lifting them a little bit closer together. Up towards the ceiling. Nice and slowly. And again, we'll do 12 repetitions. Don't slant your head. Either you can stand tall or you can sit tall. And I think that's about 12. The next one, the third shoulder exercise, arm exercise, are called arm curls. And again, you'll take small weights in your hands, arms down at your side, and you're going to bend your elbows and lift the weights up to your shoulders. Nice and slowly, 12 repetitions. And again, at home, you can use water bottles, you can use small hand weights, you can use tin cans. If your hands are really bothering you, you can invest in the wrist weights that wrap around your wrists. And again, with this one and all the other ones, it's important to sit tall or stand tall. If you want to use a mirror to make sure you're standing tall, that's fine. And again, we're going to do 12 slow repetitions. And and I've lost count, but we must be close to 10, and 11, and one more. So those are all the low intensity exercises we wanted to show you today. We've just done one set of 12 repetitions, and we're going to do, and we recommend you do 2 sets of 12 repetitions to begin with as a beginner's program. To progress this, you can increase to 2 sets of 15 repetitions. You can also progress it by increasing the weight slightly. And then once you're able to do 2 sets of 15 repetitions easily, you can increase to 3 sets. And this should be done gradually. And again, the big rule is if any of the exercises seem to increase your joint pain, you can either skip that exercise or do it with less repetitions and less weight.